Hey guys, so I just want to do a very quick comparison here between the new Nokia Pureview 9, and you can see very nice bug-eyed phone here, and the OnePlus 6T, which is OnePlus's latest handset. I think it's going to be supplanted soon with the OnePlus 7, but obviously this is still a good buy here. Obviously these are two kind of like budget flagship handsets, not the most expensive, and they will give you very good value for money. I think they're coming with a similar kind of specification as well. Nokia didn't really push the boat out when it came to the actual specification. It's coming with the Snapdragon 845. Both of them obviously coming with 6 gigs of RAM as well, so quite interesting in fact actually this one comes with 8 gigs of RAM, because I did want the better RAM version, but nevertheless I was quite interested to compare these two because I think they're both like pushing for the same kind of segment here. So we're just going to start them up at the same time and see how they do compare. Both of them fully up to date in terms of the apps and the software, etc. So there can't be too much difference here. Obviously Nokia coming with Android One versus OnePlus with its Oxygen OS software. I have actually used the OnePlus as my main kind of daily driver, mainly because of the dual SIM capability out of the box, which is pretty awesome. And also I find it to be pretty good in terms of the camera as well. If you install the Google camera, Nokia a little bit faster to boot on here, but not by a huge amount. We do get some weird gestures here with the Nokia. You can turn them off, but I'm going to leave them on just to see if we can get used to them. So if we look at the actual brightness of both phones, the OnePlus is actually on the full kind of brightness here, can you see? Whereas if we put the Nokia on the full brightness, you can see how bright it gets. It's ridiculous. So there's a massive difference there in terms of the screen brightness. Something to consider here, but nevertheless let's just put it on the 70% and then see how they do compare here. So got a few basic apps, so shouldn't stress the phones too much, really. You can see very comparable kind of performance here, not too different. Maybe the Nokia slightly ahead, definitely ahead in terms of the screen, I've got to say. Fantastic display on the Nokia. Let's have a look at the camera. So we'll just do that one again because I think it was coming up with something. Just want to be fair here. Very similar. Very laggy camera on the Nokia 9 when I first got it, but they did update it quite fast, so props to Nokia here. Nokia coming in at about 500 to 600 depending on where you get it from. Obviously the entry level OnePlus coming in at 400 to 500 depending on the RAM kind of specifications, so very comparable in terms of the price, not hugely different. OnePlus slightly faster here when it comes to the game. Let's try another one. I think the biggest criticism of the Nokia 9 has been the software overall. Looking at the reviews, it seems that a lot of people are slanting it because of the, or should I say slating it because of the software, which isn't as optimized as probably it could be. But I don't find it to be too bad really. I find it to be pretty, decent, considering it's not flagship price here. But I think you can see here the OnePlus seems to be ahead in terms of the refinement. Looking at coming into apps, etc., you can see every single one seems to be opening up faster here on the OnePlus. I think OnePlus really does specialise actually when it comes to the refinement of the phones. Let's just move on. So you can see again, no contest really when it comes to the game. So I did want to do a quick little speed test as well, just to see how they did compare in terms of the Wi-Fi speed here. So let's do the Nokia. All phones look very similar nowadays, but obviously there is a little bit different in terms of performance. And you can see Nokia doing very decently. Not pushing the boat out, but very decent indeed. Shall we look at the OnePlus as well when this finishes? So OnePlus pipping it with literally 0.1 megabits per second, but I don't think you can see there's a massive difference here. Both fantastic when it comes to the performance. Upload a little bit better on the Nokia, but I don't think many people are too fussed about that. Let's just try some multitasking here. As I said, we do have weird multitasking now with Android. Why fix it when it's not broken? But you can see a little bit of reload there on the Nokia, whereas the 8 gig RAM OnePlus, you can see just handling it when it comes to open them up again. Every single one seems to be reloading here. So just check out the games, because that could be just an anomaly. So this one straight in there with the OnePlus, as you can see. So I think it comes back to, again, you can see the refinement isn't quite as good on the Nokia when it comes to software. I mean, it's competent, but when you compare it against OnePlus, who've had a little bit more experience, you can see that there's definitely a difference there in terms of the refinement. Could be the hardware difference though. 8 gig RAM really showing its promise here. So yeah, just a quick little video comparison here between these two. I think they're both fantastic buys for the money ultimately. You know, I think it depends on what you're looking for really. If you're looking for a slightly better camera experience, maybe better going with the Nokia, because it does come with all these cameras here on the back. But which made me laugh. But the OnePlus, I found, as I said, you know, I've been using it as my main phone. It's still fantastic. Just install Google Cam and you know you'll get pictures nearly as good as the Pixel overall. I think they both come with the inbuilt fingerprint scanners, and the OnePlus I've heard is a little bit better as well, so that's something to consider here. So yeah, just a quick little comparison here. Hope you find it helpful, and I'll see you next one. Cheers.